just what I'm mainly talking about all the time is that the additions that I've always talked about that I use in a major chord, I use a 7 or a major 7, depending if it's kind of a jazzy 7 or a major 7, and it can change throughout the song. Like sometimes you want to have a major 7 sound, and sometimes you want to have a 7 sound. The other thing is the 6. These are add notes to a regular major chord. The 7 or the major 7, the 6, the plus 4, not the 4, the plus 4, and the second. And then these are melody notes you can use. These are great consonant, not dissonant notes. Even though you think the plus 4 is dissonant, it's really not with a major 7. It's really pretty. So anyways, in a minor chord, I use the 7, not the major 7, although yes, you can use a major 7 in a minor chord, but I use the 7, which is the same 7 as you can have in a major 7. The 6, with the same 6 you can have in a major chord in the minor. And the 4th, though, in the minor versus the plus 4 in the major. So there's a difference there. And then the second is the same as the second. So the second is the second. So what am I doing? Well, I'm going to take all those legal notes that I said, all those consonant legal notes, and add them to what is already here. But instead of just playing along with it, I'm going to harmonize more. So like this goes on the top, especially in the top. I'm just going to use inverted chords in order to fill in the notes. But I'm going to use every possible additional legal note that I can. If it's in a major chord, I'm going to use the 2, the plus 4, the 6, the 7 on the major 7. It's probably going to be major 7 a lot in this song. And in the minor, although there is some 7s too, so it could be either or. And in the minor, I'm going to be using the 7, the 6, the 4, the 4, not the 4, not the plus 4, I mean, but the 4 and the 2. So both have the 2. So showing this, I'm going to show sound-wise that it's so beautiful. It thickens, I'm harmonizing. Now, a lot of the harmonizers seem to be minor thirds, even though they're legal notes that I'm playing with the chord. So, for example, the first harmony that I thought of was the A flat on which is the 2 of the G flat major 7 chord. It's a totally legal 2. All right, so I thought to have a harmony note of that, but then this goes, and I went, where am I going to go? And this being the second note, I don't want to go. Although I could, because that's just the third. So let's see what that sounds like if I just go right here. That doesn't sound. All right, now here, hold on. All right, so I have a G flat. Remember that we're always in the key of C here in Studio E. That means making the computer do the work for us. And it reflats or changes from flats to sharps whenever we want it to. And each measure holds, though, wherever the note has been flatted. That stays flatted. There's that A flat still flatted. It's still right here flatted. No, it's not reflatted. It's just always flatted. And then it clears, let's just tied, which it is, into the next measure. So then it has to be reflatted, which is so great. Let the computer work to do the work for you. Which seems to be, oh, thank you. All right. So, but instead, I just went A flat, B flat, which is totally legal notes, and then remember this is still an A flat, and it's still, even though it's this, it is the 3 against the 3, but then I went kind of following a melodic to the minor third above B flat, and then a minor third above A flat, a third. So minor thirds and thirds. Minor thirds and thirds. That's what I'm really harmonizing with. And now look at this one. Now, this is a D flat in the melody, and I'm going to go F. Remember, a third or a minor third. Third or a minor third seem to equal a lot of those addition notes that you can use with chords. So it's kind of what I have to think of is like, oh, what's the third or minor third? But in this case, I want the third because I'm in a minor 7 2 chord, and I want that F. I don't want the E. I want the F. So I want a third above that. But in here, it's a minor third. But it's still consonant legal within it. But now look at this. This becomes a third. The melody is, I'm going to play. And then back to the beginning. Got to be consistent. And all right, now here, the melody is. Now in this chord right here, I take it from the root, block by block. This one I want to take, it's still a plus. Here's why I'm taking, there's some sevens in the song, plus major sevens. Well, here's a 7-1. F7 plus 5, sharp 5. And that's the lick. Using the octave method, with the octave making a whole block. There it is. I'm going to just flop it down. But I don't want to play the same thing. I want to play another inversion of it. As the riff is going down, I want to play the inverted part. Or I could go up. And then I just don't know how it's going to sound. Let's see. I don't really. Oh, now here's a perfect harmony. Now here, look at it. I got to go a minor third or a third. I'll be starting on the A flat. It's a crushed minor 2, and it's important in accent. I want to play the same thing. But here I think I'll play the chordally third, minor third, there's a fourth, and then octave. And here's to come the plus, but I have to start here. Tricky. Let me see if I can do a little bit of this. Here's the A minor. I'm using all addition. Watch this. Fourth. I haven't found that harmony. And minor. See the counter melody? Made of all legal notes. Fourth. Quick change. Fourth. Fours. Sad chord. Happy chord. Yeah. Remember that sad chord? It's a there's a B in there when it climbs. It's a G flat. It's actually G flat with an A flat bass, but then ain't a B in there to make it sad. And also not make sure, but I have not been playing any of the harmonies in the left hand because I've been playing the low notes. Just octave, 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 octave in the left hand. The hope chord. A A flat with a B flat bass. It's a great chord.